So, look, that was my attempt at a little animation in my YouTube videos. And if you've watched any of them, I haven't really grown a lot. But what I have learned pretty much every day, it seems like for the last many years, is a little bit more and a little bit more about this Foundations of Reading test. And the reason I care is because so many of you are out there really stressing out about it. So I have two tips today, two tips. And it's to know about third grade level text because almost, well, I can almost guarantee it, but I can't. I don't work for Pearson, so I can't. But I know that forever and ever, it seems as if the passage has been at approximately a third grade level. So, what do we know about third grade level text that can help us anticipate the kinds of things that readers need to do successfully when they read these texts? Two things. The first one is we know children need to read multisyllabic words in a methodical way. When they get to a multisyllabic word, many syllable word, just a long word, we know that they can't just guess based on context. We don't want them to look at just the first couple letters. And in fact, I don't want you to talk about that as a strength. It is not a strength for a third grader to look at the first couple letters and guess. They should have been beyond that actually in kindergarten. So we want them to see a whole word and to chunk it out. Now, one way they can do that is by syllables, and knowing syllable division and syllable types can help you name this. But even if you don't know that, you can say they have a method for chunking out these words. Great. If they don't have a method, if they don't chunk out these words in a methodical way, it is a weakness. It's a need. It's just something they need to learn. So the first thing is, do they have a system for reading multisyllabic words? And if I was great with Canva right now, you know I'd say this up here, but just know it. It's important. I'll put it in the notes if that helps you. And number two is, do they or do they not show strength in reading high frequency words? That's kind of an easy one for you. So if they show a lot of errors with high frequency words, and by that I usually mean irregular high frequency words, words like could and brought and have and some, third grade level high frequency words. You don't have to go and memorize them, just notice them. If they're having trouble with words that we would see a lot again and again and again in children's reading, words that are not specific to a topic, not specific to a type of story or informational text, but would come up regularly in the kinds of books that any of us would read and write, then they're a high frequency word. Do they know them or do they seem to have trouble with them? So, two things that you can do when you look at the open response. What do you notice about the child's ability to decode multisyllabic words? And what do you notice about high frequency words? In a previous video, you'll see more about how to attack the open response. But if you want more information, of course, I do teach a course on this online. You can watch my modules. Chat with me. I speak at universities. I'm all over, but I would love to work with you. And I also just want those of you out there tonight trying to figure out how you're going to prepare for this test like tomorrow. Think about those two things.